This one is Make Away from FX Music from the United States.
Quincy, EFFEX Music.
Gotta make a way.
Let's go.
Ain't no sunshine in the nighttime, but there's bright skies when the sun rises. If you search hard, then you might find what you wanted and no surprises. You ain't gotta wait, go get it. You ain't gotta waste another minute. What you want is yours. We gon' make a way. We gon' make a way. I fast forward to a better day. Said you know we gon' make a way. We gon' make a way. We gon' make a way. Make a way. We gon' make a way. Make a way. Fast forward to a better day. Forward to a better day. You know we gon' make a way. Know we gon' make a way. We gon' make a way. Might feel like it's over. Feels like the world's on your shoulder. Then you get a little closer. You can feel it taking over. Cause you're in control, yeah, you got it. Made up your mind, ain't no doubt it. It's your time to shine like a diamond, yeah. You ain't gotta wait, go get it. You ain't gotta waste another minute. What you want is yours. We gon' make a way. Yeah, hold up. We gon' make a way. Yeah, you know we gon' make a way. Forward to a better day. Oh yeah, you know we gon' make a way.
Know we gon' make a way.
We gon' make a way.
Make a way.
We gon' make a way. Yeah. We gon' make a way. Make a way. Fast forward to a better day. Forward to a better day. You know we gon' make a way.
Know we gon' make a way.
We gon' make a way. Yeah, we gon' make a way. Something out of nothing. Won't stop till we get there. Yeah, we gon' make a way. Something out of nothing. Won't stop till we get there. We gon' make a way. We gon' make a way. Fast forward to a better day. Said you know we gon' make a way. We gon' make a way. Yeah, we gon' make a way. We gon' make a way. Make a way. Know we gon' make a way. Fast forward to a better day.
Oh yeah.
Said you know we gon' make a way.
Know we gon' make a way.
We gon' make a way.
Make Away by FX Music. All right, Khalik, what say you, my friend?
Okay, yeah, I like the general vibe of it. The one thing that I think for me, I like it, but I was looking for some standout moments. It's kind of like I wanted to hear something develop a little bit more as it went on, because I can tell that the singers that are in there, they got some good creative things going on and everything. But I think somebody, like a Mishka or whoever that are vocal producers would push them a little bit more. It could make something a little more interesting, because it's kind of all got the same after you heard one thing. To me, it's like I didn't hear anything more special. But I like the vibe. I like where it put me. I like the quality of what's going on in there, the simplicity. I'll give it a 7.5 on that as well.
Okay, 7.5 it is. Mishka.
I think I probably feel a little differently about this record than you guys, but I'll tell you what. For me, number one, your hooks are too long. They're double the length that they should be. Your first hook, because like here's something you got to think about when you're writing and when you're producing a record. So for me, this song, you hit us with the harmonies halfway into the hook the first time. You should hit us with those harmonies from the top of that hook. You shouldn't be taking your time because people don't have enough. People don't have an attention span to wait that long. So your hooks are double the length that they should be. Your bridge is double the length that it should be. But I love the singer, and I think this singer, Quincy, bro, you definitely have a future. You definitely have a future in writing. Because I think what you wrote is so close to like a real big record. You could be writing for anybody right now. I'm going to tell you, there's one note that bugged the heck out of me, and it's the word "there" when you do the higher "get there," and you hit the exact same note when you do "get there," but when you hit "there," you're going sharp, and I don't think it's your fault. I think autotune is tricking you. I think autotune has just pitched you up, and somebody needs to pay attention to that because, bro, you're money.
Yeah.
But just figure out structure, because really that's the only thing to me that's wrong with this record is that those hooks are just too long. The bridge is just too long, and it makes it feel like you're taking a lot longer to get there, and you are because the song's too long. But even having said that, I'm still giving you a 9.
Very good. All right, Clint, sir, what do you say?
I love the intro as an artist commercial, so I just got to call that out. I think that was really kind of cool. It's like right here, I'm the name of the artist. That's my intro. Here comes the groove. So I'm going to go with Mishka. This guy, this voice. Again, I'm going to gush a bit. They don't come along well, but that voice. I don't know how old you are, where you are, but man, that's just such good singing. That is such a nice voice that sits in the mix. I'm also going to call out the production a bit. I thought that although it was too long and potentially some of the structure was, I loved the bass lines. There was a lot of, especially at the beginning. And then I'm really going to go into this thing, what I call harmonic continuum or continuo, right? When you have the same harmonic structure that repeats and repeats and repeats. I know it's super in, but your chorus hooks were good. But when you have that harmonic continuum, I'm just going to read it. It's so tough to sustain and engage ears when that's happening, when that structure repeats. You got to even be so much on top of structure, adding space, drops, something to break it up. And I think that totally kind of accentuate what Misko is saying. And there, there needs to be a real effort to adding a variety of details, both large and tiny. I know this is in, and I know it's kind of what people are doing, but I actually had to concentrate to stay inside the track for 144 seconds. So I'm calling it, so I said 144 seconds. It should have been 90 seconds, or maybe 105 seconds. So my key takeaway, this is a couple sharp edits away from a really dope track and artist. So for that, right, there's enough to cut down. It's harder to build out than to cut down. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. All right. Clarissa, you're the last one.
Love the vibe, like a slow jam. I love the vocals. The hook's really good. I agree with Mishka to cut it down. I thought it just kind of dragged out a bit too long, cutting that in half. Love the harmonies, the backup vocals. I also thought the bridge was long, but I did like how he sung the bridge. Like when he repeated it, he sung it differently. I like how the song ended, like just with the vocals at the end. I'm going to give it an 8.
8.
Just cut the hook in half.
Okay. My only comment for this song is you really could have done this a little bit more contrast with the sections and a little bit more, I think, harmonic development. Throwing a different chord section in there. I thought you could have done that.